Have you ever listened to a beautiful melody and you wondered how a composer came up with something like that? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be looking at some of the most beautiful oboe melodies ever written, and I'm going to be dissecting that and giving you my point of view for why that melody is so beautiful and works for the composition itself. So I'll play some recordings so you can listen along with me, and I'll also play it on the oboe myself. So this should be a lot of fun. So with that being said, let's dive right into the video. Alright guys, so for the first video we have is Tchaikovsky's Fourth Symphony. And this is going to be one of the best oboists playing it, called Albrecht Meyer. And let's just give it a listen, and then I'll do a little bit of playing. Wow, what a beautiful melody. Not only was Albrecht Meyer circular breathing, he did that basically without any breaks in the music. He was able to shape the melody. So one of the cool things about this melody is every time it descends, it's constantly going down and then back up, and it's like a sine motion. It's like ba da 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 dum. And then it goes up a whole step and repeats that line, but now it doesn't jump nearly as high. It's a different melody each time. And the way that Albrecht Meyer is able to do it is he'll change the characteristic and flow of the melody. Most people will take a breath here, and Albrecht Meyer didn't. But the cool thing is it repeats the melody, but this time you have to think of it as a whole. It goes down, it jumps, it's very flexible. And the key to this melody is you're just trying to make it as simple as possible and as light as possible. Not only are flat keys better for the oboe, but it's also a darker sound, which the oboe naturally has. All right, so the next melody we have is from Beethoven's Third Symphony. And this is quite a popular solo. Not only is it an excerpt audition material, but it's melodic and very dark too in the minor key, and it just sounds wonderful to the ears. I'll play it a little bit for you, and then I'll play it on my instrument. So let's play it. That almost made me want to cry. And that's like the beauty of a melody like this. And it's very simple, it's very rhythmic, but it has distinct characteristics that draw your attention to it. It repeats the same note 3 times. It has like a pickup note, da da da, and then a grace note into that rhythmic pattern, because this is a march. It's a funeral march. It's supposed to be sad, but it has like a longingness to it. You kind of want to be drawn towards it, and you're like remembering, and in this case you'd be remembering a lost loved one. I'll just play a little bit for you. So the cool thing about this melody is there's a lot of crescendos and decrescendos, and the most important parts. It's very simple. Beethoven did a good job where it's you go up, you go higher, the notes go down, you get. But the thing that makes it so beautiful is that it's on an instrument that has a very menacing, dark, mournful sound. The accompaniment also helps set the mood, and just like everything flows very well when the oboe enters. So let's move on. So this piece is an all-time favorite of mine, and this is one of the most popular oboe melodies out there, and it's called Gabriel's Oboe. The melody is so beautiful. If you've ever watched the movie The Mission, it makes it even more meaningful. So yeah, this is one of my favorite melodies, and the reason it works is because it's very simple, very intuitive, but there's a lot of freedom to do whatever you want in between it. It's also kind of lax, as it should be. If you ever seen the movie, the oboe is used as like an outreach to some indigenous culture, an indigenous group, to find a connection and build a relationship with. And when you hear this tune, you're like trying to do the same thing. He's playing to the audience. It's very beautiful. Just keeps going up and up and up. So now play up into this point again, so that way you can hear it in context. Okay, so now we have an honorable mention because I gave you 3 beautiful oboe melodies, and that's from Rossini's Overture, but it's the Italiana in Allegria. I will also play along after you hear a little bit taste of it. The reason this makes my top 4 favorite melodies is because it just goes up and easy. It's kind of like a yodeling, very gentle, and there's a lot of articulation and different styles going on in this one melody. It's also shared between different instruments. As you heard, the oboe did it, and the oboe and clarinet were coupled together. I'm just going to play you a little bit of it. That's the first phrase, and then it repeats that and goes up a whole step. There's a lot of articulations going on. That F sharp is very punchy, it's accented. And then the rhythm's cool because you're doing a 16th note pickup. And then you go to triplets. So there's a lot of different things going on within this melody. It's only 4 measures long, and there's a lot of cool things happening right there. So then you go starting at E, and that G sharp just really hits you harder. And oftentimes when I hear this piece, there are very few orchestras that actually get the tempo right, in my opinion, where you don't get to hear the intricacies of this melody as well as you do with this tempo that I played for you guys. So I'll play it one more time. I'll do the cool piccolo and bassoon part. What makes a beautiful melody, not only is it able to stand on its own, it's when you put it in a context of an orchestra or wherever, and it has all these cool things going on around that melody. Features or whatever you want to call them, the new ornaments that are played around it, just makes it stand out so much more. I don't think any other composers can beat what Rossini did right here, because this is probably the coolest thing you'll ever hear, in my opinion. You notice how the oboe got that part? The flute's so high you hear it right away, and then it's like you hear the melody and then you like hear it supported again. Alright, so that concludes our video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed listening with me and getting to hear me play. If you guys want more oboe related content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like and share with others. If you guys want to stay updated on any new posts or videos that I make sure you're subscribed, and also leave a comment down below what your favorite melody was. And if there's any other videos or any other melodies you want me to check out, make sure you put that in the comments down below too. I hope you have a good day and take care.